Hiya, this is Niki Rowland, and I am back with a few more pages, 15, 16, 17 and 18. However, I did have to film pages 15 and 16. I had to make pages 15 and 16 off camera, and that's because I had to wait for everything to recharge. I'd used all of my batteries for everything. So pages 15 and 16 are just plain white backgrounds, and I have made a large circle to go in the middle, and I have just added some fussy cut stars sewn through with some golden thread, and added my Bramble Fox acrylic numbers. So they were really simple pages, and those little semicircles that will go on each page are just going to be stuck on the photos. So yeah, really straightforward pages there. Then on to pages 17 and 18. So page 17 is what I'm working on right now. You saw that I started off with that piece of pattern paper, and I have cut it, so I have a block for the right hand side, and then I have used the other piece to punch a lot of hearts from. So I punched 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 12 hearts. 12 hearts, all punched from the same pattern paper, with the design going all in the same direction. I've cut out, say 12 of those, and then I've got to arrange them somehow onto my layout. And then on the other piece, I wanted the whole page to be coordinating. So on the other side, I have used the same pattern, same block. I've used a piece of white cardstock behind it, and I've used my border punch that I've used throughout the album to make a different edge over on the right hand side. Okay, so then I'm just getting all of my hearts stuck in place, and I've decided to put them on the left hand side of the page rather than on the right hand side, so that they would be in the middle. So that way I have this block of pattern paper on each side, each edge of my double page spread here. So literally just getting them stuck in place now. I want them to be fairly uniform, so I don't want them to be scattered. I want them to be uniform in rows, and then I will be able to add my embellishments on top of those, as well as my number 17 Bramble Fox acrylic number. So I'm just using quite a thick gel pen. It's my Sakura Glaze gel pen, and to draw a border around each one of these hearts. So I like the look of the chunky black pen. It makes the hearts really stand out, makes them stand out way more than what they did when they were just plain on the background. But I have to be really careful not to smudge the ink because it stays wet for a while. Okay, so they are all looking really good now. I'm so happy with how they look actually. And I'm just going through my ephemera to figure out which bits I can add for this little embellishment cluster over on the left page, the number 17 page. So I pulled out some flowers. There's a fairly large piece of ephemera with some flowers and leaves. That is say from the ephemera pack, so that's nice and easy. I can just add that straight on. The number 17 acrylic I need to back with something because of the way it's going to sit and show various different layers. So I'm backing that on a piece of pink cardstock. So that way, once it's stuck down, I will be able to then move it around and place it wherever I want to. I won't have any restrictions on my page as to where to put it. So I'm just going to let that dry. I am at some point going to tie it through with some pink twine as well, because I've been doing that with all of my numbers that need to be tied through, that have that little loop at the top. So while that's drying, I'm just going to get everything stuck in place, and say quite often I make layouts and then realise I've made the whole thing and nothing is stuck down. So I'm trying to make sure that I stick things as I go these days. I'm really trying hard to do that. So just getting those bits stuck down. My acrylic I can now add my twine to, so I'm just about to do that. I'm also thinking that I'll have this another little cluster up on the top right heart as well. So I've fussy cut a star and added that. And then I have the word love. That's a piece of ephemera on a banner, and that is on top of the fussy cut star. So So yeah, I just now felt that my embellishment cluster at the bottom needed a bit more extending. So I'm just adding in some leaves from the gold thickers, phrase thickers. They have some icons on as well, and quite a few leaves and sprigs. So just adding those in now, and then finalising with a few little bits and pieces as well. So some stars from that same thicker sheet, and some stars as well from the sticker book too. So little teeny tiny things from the sticker book. The crepe paper snowflake sticker book is awesome this year. It's got 6 pages of stickers and lots of little bits and pieces, which I love. I really love, especially for something like this kind of project where you're working on a smaller scale than normal. The small embellishments work really well. Okay, so moving on to day 18, I have this large Polaroid piece of ephemera from the Snowflake ephemera pack. And it's a really cute scene. It's like a mountain scene with ice skaters. So that's going to go on there. I thought I would tie around some pink twine around this edge of, the decorative edge punched by the border punch. So I wanted to tie some twine around there to give it a bit of extra definition. So I've gone for the pink twine that I'm using throughout the album. And I've just wrapped that around the page a few times, 3 times I think, and then I'm going to tie a bow around it at some point as well. So just getting my winter scene Polaroid, and that's going to be just sitting there on the side of the page there. I've added a large kind of sticker behind it just to give an extra layer, plus a snowflake as well, a large snowflake. They're the transparent snowflakes. They're from the sticker book, so they're a bit bigger than the other little teeny tiny stickers I was just talking about, but the big snowflakes are transparent, so they look really nice. They give a different look as opposed to being mounted on white cardstock, for example. The 18 acrylic can just be stuck flat down onto the Polaroid because it's you can't see much through it. It's basically just a white area on there, so I'm just sticking the 18 acrylic there. I am adding the tree paper clip. So I've cut the clip off again. I think I only used it as a proper paper clip once in this whole album, and there's 5 of them. I've been cutting them off mostly and using them as embellishments. So that's in place, and I'm just adding a bow above my Polaroid, so just tied that around my twine and tied a separate bow. So now I'm just going through and adding some little twiddly bits, finishing it off. So I just added a little pink sticker that says joy, I'm now wanted to get in a couple of extra trees, so I pulled in a blue tree to go behind and then a pink tree to the left of the Polaroid. I'm also going to add the tree from the gold accent and phrase thickers from the Snowflake collection. There it is now. It's an open tree, so it's quite nice because it frames a mountain, pink mountain, so it looks really pretty. So just adding in some stars from there as well, and then just coming in with a little sticker at the bottom. Let's Play Outside, that's a transparent sticker that's just gone on there, and then Stay Cozy is the one at the bottom. So that is pages 15 and 16 and 17 and 18 complete. So yeah, nearly done. Well, not really nearly done, but getting there. I'm finally feel like I'm a good way through the album at this point. So just having a quick flick through to admire my work so far. It's looking really good. I'm really happy with everything at the moment. Yeah, so 15, 16, 17, 18 are the pages I've just done. Ready to move on to the next ones. Okay, so thank you very much for joining me. Here's a quick look at those pages I just completed, and I'll be back soon with some more pages. Thank you. That was Niki Rowland.